Today's episode is brought to you by SeatGeek. Our promo code for SeatGeek is TBA Wrestling. That is TBA Wrestling for $20 off your first purchase. Go to SeatGeek now.
Welcome to Gunners Are Us, where we are positively Arsenal.
And that we are.
And last week we said football was back because the international break was done. And we were back to Premier League action. But you know what? I feel good. I feel like Arsenal are back.
So this is a week in which we've scored 8 and conceded 1 since we last spoke to you. And that is a very good feeling. That is something that we, I don't know what the word is, but we dream of days like this.
Yeah.
And here we are.
We need to bask in it like little birds in a bird bath. We need to wash our wings, with this. Because it could go away. You never know. Football changes.
It really...
As Man City are finding out.
What I was going to say was I'll start scratching my own head and face and back and body.
I'll leave my own shoe print on my head.
I mean, he's under pressure.
Yeah.
But we will get to that. Yeah, what I'm thinking today is we're going to talk about Arsenal's week from Nottingham Forest through to Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah.
We'll talk a little bit of this Man City potential downfall.
I think it's safe to say at the minute.
It's not a blip. It's a large blip.
I tell you what, if Arsenal were in this position right now,
I think if Arsenal were in a position 2 weeks ago, they'd be saying Arteta needs to be sacked and we need to do something. But I mean, he's built up a lot of equity.
Yeah, he's definitely put the work in.
Yeah,
he's earned the right to give him
to
a bit
lose
of time,
6 or 7 in a row and
right.
not be too worried.
Yeah.
We'll talk obviously about that. We'll talk about Liverpool and are they stoppable? That kind of I don't know, that kind of thought process, because I think for a long time we just were so. I think we'd all agree. I'm happy for Liverpool to win as long as City lose.
Yeah.
Because Liverpool will eventually lose.
Yeah.
But
they're not robots,
They're not robots like City. So, I think any time, even this weekend, Liverpool playing City, there's a part of me is I kind of just want Liverpool to win.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to feel like it's getting to that point. Can Liverpool even be stopped?
We kind of want Man City to win that one. Right?
That's what I mean. But then we could be wishing for something, because once they start getting going, we'll be going, oh my God, if they, at the end of the season, we might end up, Liverpool might drop off and come third. Yeah. And we'll go, oh, if Liverpool just beat them that time, we would have won the league.
That was City's starting point to our
downfall.
Yeah,
with City, you just don't trust it.
No.
Hello, Kai, and the TikTok round.
Hello.
Every single week, 10 a.m. GMT, we're on TikTok live on Gunners Are Us podcast, so make sure you check us out. We're a little bit early today, but we've got a couple guys already in there with the chat.
And if you haven't checked it out, we had a late night last night with our Whatnot account. So if you do like sports trading cards and football cards, all sorts of sports, check it out on Whatnot. We had a peppercorn sports cards. We do some nice deals on mystery boxes, and you can get all sorts going. You can build a little collection.
8:30 every single Tuesday night.
Yes.
On the app. And we'll have a referral code underneath this video on iTunes and Spotify. So if you click on that, you'll get a £10 discount. So it's worth doing. Getting back to kind of what we were saying, is that's the worry. Is it's so early, but it's also kind of a third of the way through the season.
Yeah.
So it's 12 games, so it's a little under a third. But that's not. It's not 8 games. I don't know if this makes any sense.
It does.
It's not. We're so much deeper in than what we think. But I always say, at Christmas is when you know, because again, we're going to play another 5 Premier League games, I think, before Christmas.
Yeah.
That does change it, because that puts you at 17 games. It's nearly halfway.
Yeah.
If Liverpool's still 8 points clear there, I think it's going to be pretty hard to overcome.
We're in that limbo currently. Like this little patch now, like you said, Christmas is the tell normally for the second half of the season.
Yeah.
But I'd say we're not early in the season anymore. We're in that weird little gap between early in the season and the halfway point where you kind of figure some stuff out. This next few weeks before Christmas is essential to how the rest of the Premier League is going to play out.
Yeah. Shout out to Rob Neo with the roses in TikTok. Thank you so much, Rob.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. The thing I'd say is no one's ever thrown away an 8-point lead in the Premier League history. So anyone that's ever been ahead at any point by 8 points has never not won the league. Ooh. So for Liverpool, they very much remind me of us 2 years ago.
Yeah.
that first year where we challenged. And I said this about them last year, but it still kind of sits. I feel like they're a very good team. They're a very fun team to watch. But it's not sustainable how they're winning matches.
No.
And I mean, their fixture list has been great. Their injury list has been great.
Yeah.
These things that you need to win a league are going for them. But we also had that.
Yeah.
And we didn't. We came up short still.
Yes.
This year we've got the opposite. And so have City. So that's the only benefit for them is when we had, I wouldn't say good luck, but the things going for us to win the league.
Yeah.
We had City also just flying ahead.
Yeah.
The year in which they've got good things going for them, City have dropped off. Arsenal have dropped off.
It's optimal.
It's really good timing for Liverpool. So I don't know if anyone can truly catch up with them. But, because, I mean, not only do they need to lose 3 games now.
Yeah.
Whoever's chasing them, whether it's Arsenal, City or Chelsea or whoever, they can't lose 3 games in that exact same time. So if it's over the period of the next 15 games, they lose 3.
Yeah.
The other team have to win all 15.
It has to work out perfectly, yeah.
It's really hard to overturn.
And as Arsenal fans as well, we know from the last couple of seasons, everything has to work out perfectly for you to even achieve anything.
Yeah, and again, it is at the minute for Liverpool, when you look at them, they played very badly against Southampton. And they win that 3-2 with Southampton just essentially giving them goals.
Yeah.
Which, again, you need that, because when you look at Arsenal's season a couple of years ago, we had so many games where we were winning them in the last second.
Yeah.
Like that. We were 3-2. A lot of games were 3-2, 4-3.
Yep.
Random things were happening that were just kind of working in our favour. Again, we still came up short. But you do... Oh, Luca! We got a pause in the podcast to check on Luca. Luke was getting restless, so he has been sorted.
I think he's trying to get the SeatGeek code.
He's chilling.
I think he forgot that you did it right at the start.
He's chilling. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. We're a third of the way through. I really think, like, if this was a science test, you go, do you know what? Give it 4 more weeks and then we'll reassess. Yeah. Because again, in that time, City could beat Liverpool.
Yep.
City could then go and Liverpool could then go and lose somewhere else.
Yeah.
And between now and Christmas, and let's say Arsenal and City win out till the end of Christmas, we could be looking at trying to figure out what that 8 points, they get back to 5. They'd be within 2 points.
Yeah.
And all they would need to do is lose to City.
Yeah.
And then lose the next game. And if Arsenal win out and City win out to Christmas, you're looking at 2 points.
Yeah. And Liverpool aren't unbeatable.
No. We'd be 3 points behind them and City would be 2 points.
Yeah.
So in that case, it's like, then everyone would be going, oh, it's anyone's. Well, everyone will go back to it's City's league to win.
Yeah.
But they've shown massive cracks this year. Like, last night they played Feyenoord. Yeah. They were 3-0 up. And this is after going 5 games, 5 losses in a row.
Yeah.
They went and played Feyenoord. They were 3-0 up. They draw 3-3. But the thing is, if you look at the defending they have for the third goal, it's so confusing because this is such an intelligent team.
Yeah.
Their defense, I can't describe what it looks like. Imagine a V.
Yep.
That's how they're defending.
Doesn't sound good.
No, yeah,
that's
V.
That's not the first letter that springs to mind when I think of a good defense. No. A V or an S is not
A V is a good attack.
Yeah.
Imagine a really good V in attack, but now realise that the point of that attack is Ake.
Yeah.
And it's a defence.
Yeah.
And the other team are just streaming through them.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's 89 minutes. You're 3-2 up. You've thrown away a bit of a lead. But they're doing that. That shows massive mental cracks because, again, I know this all goes back to City and Pep and the concept that he said, well, if you give me all my players back from injury, you'll see City again.
Yeah.
And I totally agree with it because we talked last week about excuses versus reason.
Yeah.
You know, example.
There are facts.
Yeah, and it's true. They've lost Kovacic and Rodri. Rodri's the best player in the world.
Yeah.
They've lost Kovacic as well, who's kind of the backup and who's been playing quite well there. So their midfield's kind of gone. De Bruyne can't start games in a minute. Foden's not in form. Again, form is not necessarily out of their hands. That's more in their hands.
Yeah.
But he was claiming he doesn't have any defenders, but I mean, he does. That's a bit out of control.
I mean, even losing like certain first team players, that doesn't really explain the shape of a V in defence. I mean, they know how to play football. That's
the thing. And again, we've just dealt with this injury kind of deal.
Yeah.
And we had to play Man City away. We had to play Liverpool at home. We had to play Villa away, Newcastle away, all these Tottenham away. And we had to kind of figure out how to do like a deep block,
Yeah.
and we had to. It's been horrible to watch.
Yeah.
But at least they changed. You're like this chat. Football Daily says like David Seaman Tash.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So it's one of those. It's weird because again, like with Arsenal, we had a lot of injuries, and people said that's not an excuse. Next man up, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the team with the biggest squad and you pay them the most money are struggling when they lose 4 or 5 players,
Yeah.
it's proof that injuries do scarper a whole season.
It really does. Yeah.
And it is right now for them. I also think there's a fundamental issue. I do think, when Ferguson would rotate his whole squad over the 7-8 years, they would flip.
Yeah.
And he would here's the new generation, and he'd bring in a couple of players. I think he's at the end of this cycle.
Yeah.
And the last 2 transfer windows haven't felt like Pep transfer windows. The first 3 or 4 were really like, you buy 9 different goalies because he was waiting for Edison.
Yeah.
And then you buy a load of fullbacks because he's like, that wasn't right. Like, he had Cancelo, he had Zinchenko. Now he's got Gvardiol. He's evolved. But the last couple years, their signings have been like Matthias Nunes, Kovacic, who's just a straight kind of bring in from Chelsea.
Yeah. Bringing
Gundogan back. Getting rid of Julian Alvarez and not replacing him. Yeah. Savio for like a Mahrez. I don't know. Grealish was unbelievable in the treble season. But, I mean, when you look at his numbers and stuff, he's not good enough to be playing at that level.
I had this conversation with someone at work this week who is a City fan. We kind of put it down to, like, it was exactly what you said. It's the end of the cycle. They need to go again and rebuild that team properly. And maybe that is why he has re-signed, because he does see that as a challenge now to go again. Pep, that is. But they don't. It all kind of stemmed from I think it sounds crazy to say, like a bit of a weird hot take, but the Man City fan at work that I spoke to agreed. It all started with the Haaland signing.
Yeah,
I know
it got him a treble, but here's the consequence.
It kind of it went against everything Pep does, and you could see it in the first few games. Haaland was there. It wasn't quite right.
So he still only touches the ball 6 or 7 times.
Yeah, but his freaky ability gets him through. And his freaky ability has pulled this Man City team to some big moments and big championships. But I think that just wasn't the signing that they would make. They just made it because it was there and they felt like they should. And albeit it was successful,
it worked,
very successful, but it detriment to the rest of the team and how they perform. And like the guy at work said, he believes City are lacking that kind of one. It sounds weird to say with Haaland in the team, but that one killer player on the wings.
Well, I thought about this week. Savio, I think, is a really quality player, but the drop off from Mahrez to that, and like Sterling and Sane and Mahrez and the guys they've had down to essentially Bernardo on the wing and/or Savio, Doku. Again, Doku and Savio are really exciting players. Savio hasn't scored or got an assist yet for City, but he looks real good. Yeah. But I mean, that doesn't help many people.
It's not that. It's like he explained. It's like they need that Saka. That, like, one player...
Yeah, Saka or Salah or someone.
Yeah, like I said, Rodrigo would be a good one. Like, that's someone that they could go get that would be that influential player on the wing. Like we said, Foden's been out.
Nico Williams would be terrifying. Yeah.
Nico Williams, someone like that. Someone that can just get the job done from the wing.
I tell you what they would have done 5 years ago is they would have bought Elise from Palace before Munich.
They would have done.
Football Daily says City just need to inflate some more sponsorships and they'll be back. I tell you what's a fun game when you watch City is try and Google any of the sponsors on the hoardings, and you'll not find anything. Yeah. It's very interesting, but they are in court. This does explain a lot. Again, that could also be a massive factor in all of this.
Sure it
is there is something going on in the background. Yeah. The court case for the 115, actually 130 charges is ongoing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's no way that that's not throwing a little bit of a wrench in there because, I mean, think of any human. If you say to someone, tomorrow we're going to go to America.
Yep.
Or we're not. We're going to go to work.
Yep.
You're not going to be the most sane person the day before.
I'm not going to be, what's the word?
Tuned in.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be going, I can't figure out if I'm going to be in America tomorrow night or if I'm going to be just getting in from work.
But humans can't be that willy-nilly and get the job done properly.
When you don't know and something's hanging over your head, whether it's positive or negative, it does throw you.
Yeah.
And it makes things change. And I mean, in a game of inches, as that football is.
Yeah.
And how particularly you've got to be in the Premier League to even get a win nowadays. I mean, this is a good Premier League season. This is a good set of teams. I mean, Southampton were clearly the better team against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Arsenal played Forest this week. This is a Forest that were in the top 5 at the time.
Yeah.
When you look across the league, you go, this is one of the best Premier Leagues we've seen in a while.
You've got to be 100%.
Yeah,
every week.
The benefit of that is the teams are better, City are worse.
Yeah.
And Liverpool and Arsenal are human.
Yeah.
So therefore, like I said, any other day. By the way, Southampton were 2-1 up, and they should have got a penalty.
Yeah.
And Dermot Gallagher, who goes on Sky?
Yeah.
He tried to defend that decision where I can't remember, it was Adams that got in. I can't remember who it was. Armstrong, sorry, Adams left. In the chat, Marty just said Rooney sacked. Is that true? Because he lost 6-1 to Norwich last night. Jack Wilshere's Norwich.
Yeah.
So I'm just interested. I want to know if that's breaking news.
Is that breaking news? It makes sense considering what happened, but
yeah, that's the thing is I'm just trying to at 2-1.
Yep.
They have that penalty. It's Armstrong and Dermot Gallagher was like, oh no, he gives it for the he's pulling his shirt.
Yeah.
Which happens after he gets taken out by the goalie.
Oh.
And they go, but that happens after the goalie. He goes, no, you can see he blows the whistle before the goalie makes contact. Then they show the footage again and they go, no, he doesn't. He blows it well after. And then he just doesn't. He's like, no, he does. It's like this is the thing that I went back to a few weeks ago, when I said with the referees and stuff. It's just gaslighting.
Yeah, it is.
They're going, here's a cat and a dog, and it's not. It's 2 dogs, and we're going, no, it's 2 dogs, and they're going, that's a cat.
Is that from position of power? If I say something, it stands over what you're saying because I'm from a position, and it could be wrong.
And literally on Sky, they did it this week where they said he blows the whistle before, and he goes, no, he doesn't. And we were watching it, and they kept showing it, and you could see them all laughing, like, just admit it's a bad decision.
Yeah.
It's not. There's nothing wrong with it if they say it's a bad decision. We would feel better about you noticing these things.
Yeah. Well, he's not going to go against his mates, is he? They're going to go and meet up for drinks at the old boys' club, aren't they?
Exactly. That's the nightmare. And by the way, David Coote has got more allegations coming out today of giving a yellow card, saying he's giving a yellow card before he does it or something.
It's a can of worms.
He's denied it, so they're just allegations. That guy though seems like there's a lot of smoke with that fight.
Yeah.
Again, it's just I can't imagine there's not more refs exactly the same.
Oh, they're all doing it.
It's scary to think that people think, oh, it's just that one ref. So, no, they're all the same. Yeah. It's the same reason the way they talk to each other on the VAR, and they go, oh, mate, do you want to have another look? Nah, don't worry about it.
And we'll laugh about it at the weekend. It'll be fun.
Exactly. But no, going back to what we were saying about Liverpool is, in a season where you're not going to challenge, do you know what happens? They get that penalty, and they win 3-1, and you go, you look dejected, and everyone goes, what a shame. And we've been there.
Yeah.
What happens when you go on to win a league is, look at City the last few years. How many of those decisions go their way and you go, God, if that just gone the other way, that might have changed the whole season. Yeah. Liverpool have had, that isn't a giant, this isn't a, they've missed a whole player or goal or offside or something. No. It's a small one. But that one does kill the game. Yeah. And that they lose that 3-1. And do you know what happens there? Arsenal go 6 points behind them, and it all seems very confined, and City are 5 points behind them, and then City play them, and they could go to 2 points behind them, and we would go to 3 points behind them. So it becomes very tight, but they don't get that decision, and I don't think it's the worst decision. I don't think it's like shocking, but it just shows you, sometimes you need those things to just go. And then you also need a team like Southampton to just decide we're going to capitulate at different times in this match and just pass you the ball in front of our goal. Yeah. And again, you'll see Southampton play Arsenal away and they might be prime Barcelona. These things happen. But like I said, this isn't a conspiracy. It's just sometimes when you need to win a league, you need these moments to go your way. Daddy Bear is in the chat. Good morning.
It's no different. It's like an analogy, isn't it? Like in life. Yeah. Like, when you wake up in the morning, you can feel like it's going to be a good day. You feel like when you drive to work, all the lights turn green at the right time. Your coffee doesn't spill. You turn up to work earlier on time. Everything goes quite smoothly. You feel good. Then you go home and it was fine. The next day you wake up, you feel weird. The lights are going red. You've spilt your coffee. You've turned up late. Your boss is angry now. It's little things day to day that can just send everything in a certain direction. Yeah. And it's the same in football.
That's a very good analogy.
Football is life.
Again, that's a very good analogy. And it's true. And I think sometimes in the modern world, with troll world, we do instantly think, oh, like, if you say we lost a game, we're like, well, we were missing Odegaard and Saka, go, excuse. Yeah. And it's like, well, no, that's genuinely the reason.
It's facts.
Like, and again, we should be better. They're like, if you're going to win the league, you got to get done without Saka and Odegaard. It's like, well, City have just won 3 or 4 in a row because Rodri's been fit. And the minute he's not fit, they're struggling.
So he definitely earned that Ballon d'Or, I feel.
He did, but is that not proof positive that, like when Gary Neville and these guys, they say the real teams, they figure it out. It's like, well, no, the real team is currently not figuring it out.
Yeah.
So that's not true.
The realist team at the moment.
It's just when they were winning the leagues, do you know what happened? They didn't have a lot of injuries. Yeah. And when they did have injuries, they had the biggest squad in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they pay them the highest wages.
And you can see that from the recent Arsenal performances. Like, now that all our players are back in the right positions and doing what they're supposed to be doing, it looks perfect.
Yeah, the rotations is the big one.
Yeah.
The rotations in the last 2 games, Forest and Sporting, have just been not even of last year. Last year we were pretty jolty.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Last year was weird.
Last year was we weren't. I don't think we truly ever played great, but we did have that really weird January to March.
I'll dine on that.
That might be the best we've ever looked, but even the football in it was like, it wasn't pretty, but we just kept scoring.
Yeah.
It was just really weird. It was a very weird season. The first season was unbelievable football.
Yeah.
The rotations and the passing and stuff in the last couple games have been like that first year.
Yeah.
With the steeliness of last year.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it feels like we've got the nice mix now.
It's the balance.
We've got Gavin Mullis in the chat. We've had decisions go against us for years. About time we had one go in our favour. Exactly. I don't know if that's from a Liverpool fan or an Arsenal fan, but either way, it makes sense.
Good fortune has to come around at some point.
Yeah. We were inevitable last season. Yeah,
we did everything we could last season.
Yeah, and again, like the last thing I'll say on that decision stuff is like, it's not even a pop like, oh, Liverpool getting decisions. They're not. They've had one that's helped them a little bit there.
Yeah.
We all have those decisions that help us here and there.
But you need those.
But you need them to win the league, and it's not the refs are looking out for it. They're not. But you just need things to keep going your way. Like if you're gonna get the best job.
Yeah.
If we wrestle. If we want to go to W, do you know what we need? A lot of talent. A lot of time, a lot of equity, a lot of reps. That's a given. But you know what we need? A couple breaks here and there.
Yeah.
A couple things that oh my God, that guy got injured. And that meant we got that spot. And therefore we spoke to that person. Yeah. And that person happened to be in a good mood. All these things have to happen for you to do it. And it's the same with the Premier League season. First and foremost, you need the talent. You need the quality team. And it needs to work. Because guess what? If Brentford are really good this year, they're not going to win the league.
Yeah.
They need a lot more.
Yeah.
So there's multiple reasons, but at the minute, it does feel like Liverpool's season to throw away.
Yes.
Because there's 2 lines of way of thinking about it, isn't it? Because a couple of years ago, we did the same thing. We started to get ahead of the game.
Yeah.
People started to think we were unreachable.
Yeah.
And the pressure got to us.
Yeah.
The difference with them is they're in a very similar position already.
Yeah.
But they've got players that have done it. Van Dijk, Salah, Trent, these guys.
They know how to get it.
They've been there and done it. Our team had no one who'd been there and done it.
Brand new.
And I think that could be the difference is they will drag them through. A couple of things that could be issues. Salah talking about, oh my goodness. Luke Break. Luke Break is done.
Ooh.
He saw a postman. I think that's what it was, yeah. You need those things, and at the minute it's that way. It could flip. Football, like we said, they could get a red card after 10 minutes. City randomly kick off.
Yeah.
They beat them this week. I don't know who Liverpool have the week after, but they'll be away from home to someone. And at the minute, the easiest team you could play away from home probably is Southampton or Leicester.
Yeah.
They nearly lost to Southampton.
They're both
they
decent.
probably deserve to lose to Southampton. So anything can happen in that sense. The problem as an Arsenal fan is we're 9 points behind. I can't quite see Liverpool losing 3.
No.
Like throughout the rest of the season.
But they've shown signs, though. They've shown signs that they are beat. They're not, like we said, they're not Man City. They're not robots. They're not just going to have a perfect season.
No.
There's cracks there. There's things that can go wrong for them.
And the thing is, they haven't gone like away to Spurs and Villa and these teams, Newcastle, that like Arsenal have gone. So there's and we don't need them to lose. We can have them to draw.
Yeah.
It's just the idea in my head of 3 losses.
Yeah.
And us not losing in the same time. Like this week we got West Ham.
Yep.
I could easily see that being a draw.
Yeah.
And you go, oh man, Liverpool won again. That's 10 points.
Yeah.
That's 11 points.
Yeah.
And you just think, how would we possibly ever catch up with this?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I prefer. I'm going to be honest. I'd rather be in this position than Liverpool's.
Yes.
Because the stress of leading and the pressure
Oh yeah.
got to me
We know that
and the
feeling.
team.
We know that
And it
feeling
might
well.
get to Liverpool. But in the chat, we're talking a little bit about Sporting right now. Ad Talks Footy says, congrats on Arsenal's victory. I thought Sporting would win. I really did as well. I thought,
Well, I didn't expect that scoreline for sure.
yeah, we went away to Inter and at Atlanta so far in the Champions League, which are horrible places to go.
Yeah.
And I think we deserved to win against Inter, but we lost. I think we deserved to probably lose against Atalanta, but we drew.
Yeah.
But both of them were very steely, harder games to watch.
Proper Champions League.
I assumed we were getting another one.
Yeah.
I didn't think we would get battered like City did. Because, again, I don't think we have that. I think Arteta is so meticulous as far as defending.
Yeah.
We're not often, touch wood,
Yeah.
going to get smashed 4-1, 5-1 in the Champions League. I really don't think so anymore. I think we'll lose for sure.
Yeah.
But we're not set that way. I think he, even if we're losing, I think he doesn't go full. Like Pep will just go, everyone attack.
Yeah.
I
It
think
could
Pep,
go either way.
Arteta will be like, I'm happy with the 1-0 loss.
Yeah.
I think he's a little bit cagey in that sense.
He's solid.
But I didn't think we'd win 5-1.
No.
And I thought like we were saying, Forest and that game combined were unbelievable. I mean, even to the point of not just the results, not just the scoreline, not just the scorers, or the lack of injuries.
Yeah.
Touch wood. Gabriel, obviously. But the fact that we got to rest Havertz, Martinelli and Rice for 90 minutes against Forest, they did not play. And then last night, Rice came off after 65 minutes.
Yeah.
Havertz played 90, which is fine. But Havertz wasn't injured or anything. He just gave him a week off.
I think Havertz works well under that pressure as well. He's
Yeah.
a workahorse. He likes to keep moving.
And I think Rice is the same, but Rice does have an active broken toe. And then Martinelli not having to play, and then coming here for him playing, what did he play, 75 minutes?
Yeah.
Before Trossard came on? And that's a full rest, and he looked like a completely different player.
Yeah.
So,
But the performance, though.
Partey got rested for Jorginho in the week, and they only played half each.
Yes.
And then Partey played, the whole game this time. Moreno played half a game in the week, half a game the weekend, now half a game now. We got Timber and Calafiori off early in the weekend. This week we got one of Calafiori came off.
Yes.
Zinchenko's getting a little bit of game time under his belt. The only downside was Sterling. Sterling was about to come on for Saka, but Gabriel picked up an injury, so
It's been so stop-starty.
yeah, so he had to Kivio had to come on.
Yeah.
But I mean, for resting, all these things, getting minutes into people's belt. Ethan Wary played both of the games for 10, 15 minutes each. He even got his first Premier League goal, nearly got his first Champions League goal. It's another Luke. We're done. Luke
happened.
Luke is not liking this podcast though.
Nah.
So all those things over the last couple of games, the rotations look like they're back. Moreno looks so much more comfortable in that team when Odegaard's fit. Odegaard's really good. Saliba and Gabriel, by the way, were Gyökeres.
Oh, yeah.
I thought, Gabriel even making fun of the... And again, I think that stems back to Xhaka with the nose thing.
Yeah.
With the fingers.
Yeah.
And Sporting doing it to our fans after they knocked us out of the Europa Cup a couple of years ago.
I remember that game.
I do think Gabriel has held on to that because he played that game and he wanted to get him back because he did that at their fans, the Bane celebration. Photography by Jason said, I'm really proud of that performance. Yeah, same. That's how I felt at the end. I didn't even celebrate the goals. It was just very relaxed.
We were purring watching it.
Yeah, it was sometimes as well when you go 3-0 up at half time, you think second half we're just not even going to try.
That's what Dad said. Dad said that at half time. He's like, I hope we come back out and just play.
Because sometimes you think, they're going to rest. Yeah. They're going to not overdo the energy, and then they'll get back into it. And straight away they got back into it. Then it was about a 10-minute awkward spell where you thought, if they get another one, this could be horrid.
Yeah.
But we went up there, and I mean, Diamande should have got sent off for that penalty. That's the second booking. Saka, one of maybe the best penalties I've ever seen inside netting, and then we're in full control. But I mean, Timble's popping up in the left 8 role from right back on 98 minutes.
Everyone was switching.
Or 89 minutes, and we're still pushing for more goals. So really happy to see the way in which he did. I mean, Arteta's face afterwards, he was pretty chuffed about it. But two really good performances. But is that what you think?
Yeah, it was the performance that did it for me. Because I've always said, when I watch Arsenal, I'm more interested in... Because we watch it week to week for a whole season, I want to see something on the pitch. That's my main concern. Win or lose, Like, as long as on the pitch, in that 90 minutes, everything is pleasing to watch and it feels nice. Because we used to that with Arsenal fans, with when Wenger had Arsenal. We'd have a lot of possession on the edge of other people's boxes. And then we'd have games where we'd struggle to score, but we'd just have the ball the whole game. So you can kind of just sit back and cross your arms and enjoy the fact that we've got the ball. Last night was that. It feels like since we've come back from this interlull, that we're settling into that again.
Yeah.
Like, we did it to a very decent Forest side, and now we've gone away in the Champions League to Sporting Lisbon and done it again. And we were just comfortably holding the ball, essentially. And every time Sporting would try and put something together, we'd cut them out instantly. And then, like you were saying last night, players switching positions.
Yeah, the rotations are mad.
Everyone's just turning up in different places. I mean, at one point, Rice had the goalkeeper's jersey on and made a save, I swear.
That is true, yeah, that is true. You're spot on. It feels very similar. The style of football feels like 2 years ago with a really amazing team, but it also feels a little bit like January to March after that Dubai trip.
Yeah, it does. It feels like we come back strong.
Do you remember football jail that people were talking about, where we were kind of camped out and like every player was so high that there was no actual way of them getting out, so it was like suffocating them.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like again last night, and it felt a little bit like that against Forest. And it does make you think, do you know what, we could put a run here together.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the Premier League is mad because West Ham away.
Yeah.
We've got Man United at home. Then we're away at Fulham.
Oof.
And again, Fulham lost 4-1 this week to Wolves at home, which was absolutely mad.
This season.
But Matthias Cunha, some of those goals, unbelievable player that could be in our future. But it does feel like, oh, if we play like that the next few games, we're going to win all the games.
Yeah.
Totally agree. But also, we could draw to West Ham and then draw to Man United, and you'd miss out on 4 points. Liverpool don't lose in that time. And that 9-point lead is a 13-point lead.
Yeah.
And then it is actually over. Like, you can't really overturn it. You can't overturn 8. No one's ever overturned 8. So 13 would seem like a stretch. And in every game, you're getting close to that Christmas mark. But, teams have capitulated. Liverpool, if they got an injury to Salah for 6 months.
Well, he's not so happy at the minute. So, I mean, his head might be gone.
That's the one thing in their camp that could become a problem.
Yeah.
Jason was saying with the Sporting game, after the first few minutes, just felt so relaxed.
I love that.
Exactly.
Love that.
It's such a nice feeling.
Yeah.
Dud said, I still think Arsenal need a number 9. Totally agree. I don't think it's Gyökeres after watching that last night. I think he is Evan Ferguson, but from Sweden. Yeah. That's my genuine feeling. And Evan Ferguson's like 20, maybe younger. And Gyökeres is like 26.
Yeah.
And having watched him, he's too raw for someone of that age. And you saw once he got up against Gabriel and Saliba, who are probably, I'd say, the best centre-back pairing in the world at the minute, maybe. Yeah. Maybe with Konate and Van Dijk. He was kept so quiet. Yeah. He was just shooting from any angle, which he does anyway. And he's got such a powerful shot. But it just seems so raw that he didn't really have any other ideas. He laid it off once really nicely to work around him. He did spin Gabriel once, but Gabriel got straight back in.
He kind of looked like Haaland when Man City aren't performing properly.
Yeah, he's trying to force it. But I think maybe the level of defenders you get in the Portuguese league is the level in which he can blitz past. Yeah. I mean, week in, week out in the Premier League, you're going to come up against good centre-back parents. I don't know. But if he was also given more chances and put in better positions by a team.
With a better team. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. After watching that performance, I'm less sold on him. And I know people felt the same about the Man City game. That even though he scored a hat-trick, everyone's like, it's a little bit sus. Yeah. But I really like the idea of Isaac. I know he's out of contract in the summer.
That's the one.
That he's not re-signing. I'm hoping we can pounce on that. And again, I watched the West Ham game this week. And I was watching it in the idea of that's an Arsenal player, Isaac. I want to see what he does. And some of the hold-up play, I was like, you can't do that, Arsenal, because Havertz... That's the thing is, I was watching Gyökeres last night and I was like, all right, Havertz scored and he held the ball up better. Havertz is better. Yeah. And we want an upgrade on Havertz. Yeah. And then even when I looked at Isaac, I think Isaac's an unbelievable forward. But the way he was playing against West Ham, I was like, Havertz would have done everything you did there better.
Well, it's the hype of a new player, isn't it? It is. You get that feeling of like, ooh, this is exciting.
And it is the finishing as well and things like that, a bit of magic or whatever. But I mean, there's not many of those out there.
No.
Like Gyökeres is that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Jason believes Gyökeres could be more of a Giroud character. Yeah, but the thing with Giroud is he's such a good hold-up player. Like, his interplay was so good. And I'm not yet seeing that in our Gyökeres. I know Sesko kind of dabbles in that kind of world,
Yeah.
like really good hold up play. But again, he's younger, so I'd be willing to spend a bit of time with him.
Yeah.
But again, at the minute, are either of them better than Havertz in that role?
Yeah, would you pick them over Havertz, really?
I don't think there's many players better than Havertz in that role. I just think we need an alternative that when we're looking for a goal,
Yeah.
you can pop Havertz into midfield or something, or take him off,
Yeah.
and you bring on this other guy
Yeah.
who is just going to be problematic.
Like a clinch player.
Yeah, because I mean, people are looking at Cunha,
Yeah.
and he feels very much like a Gabriel Jesus type player.
Yeah.
He's an unbelievable finisher at times. He's such a fun watch. But I don't think he is what we need.
We need a big,
we
strong,
have
bullying striker.
Yeah, we have Jesus who does that. And yeah, I don't even know what it is. It's like Tony. It sounds ridiculous.
It is,
I don't want Tony.
No.
But that type of guy who's going to come off the bench and it's going to seem like he's on for 90 minutes, but he's on for 20 minutes.
And his job is literally to just like swagger onto the field, get in amongst it, get a goal out of nowhere, bully the defence a little bit. That's his job. He knows what it is. I think in other sports they call it like the finisher? Like someone that just comes on and finishes the job.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But going back to the sentiment, do we need a number 9? Yes. Mateta from Palace, I genuinely believe, from Duds, I think that's a great shout.
Yeah.
He was unbelievable this week. He is a bullying, powerful centre forward.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's doing that in a Palace team that are creating probably 1 XG per game max. So he's having to outperform that. I mean, you put him in there with Saka curling, like, you know what I mean? Cutting, cross, Martinelli pulling it back.
Yeah.
Odegaard doing all sorts of naughtiness. Like, there's so much stuff like that you think. I always felt this way about like Vardy. I was like, Vardy scores all these goals for Leicester.
Yeah.
Now put him in a team that constantly create chances.
God, could you imagine?
But I don't know. But Mateta, I genuinely believe.
That's a good one.
Right now, I'd take Mateta over Gukres and Sesko.
Yeah.
Maybe not Isaac.
We need that kind of.
But I don't know if it's Isaac is just a prettier name to me.
Yeah.
But I think he is an unbelievable football player.
Yeah.
But Mateta, there's something about that because he's also someone who's not going to instantly play every single game. But he could.
Yes.
Like if you put him out in certain games, you'd feel strong.
Yeah. He hasn't got that like certain name value of certain players.
Yeah, Isaac has to play every game. And there you go, where does Havertz play then?
It upsets the whole
And
rhythm,
Havertz needs to play. And then you go, oh, you play him left 8. All right, well, where does Moreno play?
Yeah.
He has to go on the bench. All right, where does Rice play? Number 6, but Partey's playing better than him in a minute.
Yeah.
Rice has to go bench. It's like you can't.
You need different game plans, different formations for different options.
And again, Isaac might be someone who's like, I will play every minute you want me to play.
Yeah.
I just want to play a giant team in the Champions League. So, yeah, proper powerhouse, absolute unit from Duds. Yeah, that's how I kind of feel. I want like a 6'8" guy that's gigantic. And if in doubt, we can just cross it and he scores.
Yeah.
I don't know if that even, like a crouch. Do you know what I mean, though? Just we get in such good positions for crossing, we just don't cross it.
Andy Carroll's still playing.
I only think Darwin would be quite fun. Darwizzy.
Darwizzy.
Anyway, so yeah, Pep is losing control. He's cut his own face up. Liverpool's league, can they bottle it harder than Arsenal? Because here's the official word. Arsenal thought we bottled. Everyone thought we bottled it.
Yeah.
No one's ever bottled it from 8 points.
No.
No, at no point. And one other thing I do is we put it on TikTok, and this is more just for the banter. Arsenal in game week like 33 celebrated quite hard a win.
Yeah.
A hard win when we came back from 2-0 down to win 3-2.
Yeah.
And they went, ugh. Like, just act like you've been there before. And this was like 5-6 weeks out from winning the league, and we ended up losing the league.
Crucial win.
And we were really celebrating, like, God, we needed to win that. Salah scored on like 80 minutes this week, a penalty, to win 3-2 at Southampton. And they were like, this is what champions do.
Oh, my goodness.
Enjoy, celebrate. And he was like running into the crowd, and I was just like, I mean, we're at week 11. What are we doing? Like, we were doing that in the 30s, and apparently that was wrong. So it's hilarious to watch.
Just calm down.
Yeah, get down the tunnel.
Calm down.
Lukaku, yeah, why not?
Lukaku would be all.
I still think there's certain players that I truly believe in the right systems work so well.
Yeah.
But they sometimes just skirt around all the bad systems.
Yeah.
Jason says Liverpool have got the best of both worlds this season. They're on form and City have collapsed. Yeah. It's unfortunate that Arsenal aren't.
Yeah.
But again, I don't think we're not fighting. I had this theory from the start on this podcast. I thought Wolves are really good. They just had 10 of the worst possible fixtures.
Yeah.
And they won like 1 out of 10 or lost all of them and drew one. Or I don't. They did something very minimal.
Yeah.
Since they've got out of that fixtures, they've gone to Fulham and won. They've won another one. That team
it plays a big part.
Fixtures are really important. The thing we can't deny is before the 10th game, since we beat Forest, like take away the Forest game, the ones before.
Yeah.
We played 8 of the 10 worst games we'll play all season. We did 3 of them with 10 men from halfway.
Yeah.
We did most of them without our captain.
Yeah.
We did some without Saka. We did some without the new signing Moreno, who's going to fill in for that. We did some without Rice.
Yep.
It's no fullbacks for a couple of them.
Yep.
It's very hard to do that at any point in the season. If you pick any of them, do 3 games with 10 men from 45 minutes. Do that throughout the whole season. They are awkward games to win.
Yeah.
But do that on top of all these other things. It's very hard to analyse our first 10 games because there's so many exterior factors that made that hard. The fact that we're even within 9 points
It's nuts.
is mad to me.
Yeah.
And also, we're 1 point behind City,
Yeah.
who didn't have the start we had.
Yeah.
So they had one of the factors, which was the injuries. We had the injuries, the fixtures, and the sending offs. And so it's very hard to analyse. I think we're actually a lot better than what people think.
Yeah.
I think Liverpool aren't as good as people think because their fixtures have bloated it. But they'll do one of two things now. They'll ride this momentum to a league title because they're now ahead.
Yeah.
Now they're like, we're unbeatable, and you get that confidence. Or they go, oh God, they're going to catch us.
Yeah.
But the only way they'll feel that is if teams like Arsenal and City start winning games.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got to put up a fight, just in case.
Jason said, why couldn't this be us last season? I
Yeah.
agree. It's a shame, and I think it's just very bad luck.
Oh, yeah.
Again, if we were given... If the fixtures happened to have been Liverpool's and Liverpool's had ours, right now we'd probably be 9 points clear of Liverpool and 5-6 points clear of City, whatever it is. So I do think it is just unfortunate. I'm just glad it's hopefully not going to be Man City this year.
Yeah. A little difference. That's a good one from Callum, though. Have Liverpool got more gears to go, or is this the best football they'll play? I don't think they've got more gears.
I don't think they do, because I do think they're like us a couple of years ago. I think the way they're winning games is unsustainable.
Yeah.
And I think their squad is unsustainable.
Do you know
thin.
If,
like Salah goes out, who do they have? Chiesa, who's not fit.
Yeah. It feels like, you know.
Jota's already out.
Yeah. But you know when you're in your car and you're not in 5th gear, you're in 4th gear, and you're over revving now, and you haven't gone to 5th gear yet.
Yeah.
They're doing that right now, going as fast as they can, but there's no 5th gear.
So
but you can hear it. It's like,
I think so. The thing with Liverpool is I always think, even more so than City, when you visibly watch it, they feel more unbeatable than City.
Yeah.
But City are just unbeatable.
Yeah.
But it's like a Liverpool, the way they do things, it's like they're going to score.
Yeah.
It's very aggressive.
It is, yeah.
And when you're watching, you're like, oh my God, like they're going to just... But against like Southampton, other than Southampton just literally they rolled the ball to them out in the front of their goal.
Yeah.
Then their goalie ran out of the goal for no right reason. Salah didn't even have to shoot. He just had to control the ball and it went in.
No.
And then they give away a stupid penalty and you just go, all right, like... But other than those, Southampton gave them 3 goals.
Yeah.
They didn't really create anything.
No.
And that's something I do expect from Liverpool is no matter what happens, whether they're playing bad, they'll create a lot.
Yeah.
And it will feel like they're sucking the ball, especially at Anfield. My only thing I would say is I do actually think they're going to batter Liverpool. City.
Yeah.
It's Anfield.
Yeah.
They do suck that ball in.
Yeah.
The crowd are going to be so wound up for it. And you couldn't be playing City at a better time.
They're literally on ropes.
They got no Rodri. They got no Kovacic. A couple of centre-backs are out. I mean... I really think Liverpool could do a number on them.
They might have to put a protective mask on Pep's head, I think.
Yeah, they might. They might, you're right.
Save him from himself.
Yeah. Yeah, that is... that's my feeling. I do think City, I don't know what's going on. Arsenal are better than what people think. I think Liverpool are worse than what people think. But I don't know how the exterior metrics have already altered all of this as far as momentum. But we will find out. I think we really needed to have beat Liverpool. Again, by the way, that was no Saliba, no Odegaard, all these players.
Yeah.
And we nearly had Liverpool beat at home. So they are very beatable.
They are.
Forest have already beat them.
Yep, there's weakness there.
So who knows? We could be in for an all-timer season. I hope so. Because again, Chelsea are the dark horses. They're just sat there. They beat Leicester this week. Steve Cooper got sacked. I suggested he would get sacked first.
Wow.
I was wrong because Ten Hag got sacked.
It was close.
But Joe said Ten Hag at the start of the season.
Yeah.
I said Steve Cooper.
Back to back.
Back to back.
We're brothers, so it counts as 1 point.
Exactly. And now apparently Wayne Rooney.
Yes.
I mean, that guy's just not good at management potentially.
There's a few ex-players a bit like that.
Yeah, I don't think Rooney's made out because I mean Wilshire's this is his first attempt, and Rooney's never beaten anyone 6-1, especially in the Championship. So maybe there is something to that. What we're going to do? Top four to finish the season. Arsenal definitely will be in there. I think it's hard to not put Liverpool top now because again, no one's ever lost an 8-point lead.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Liverpool, City.
Yeah.
They're just. As much as they're down at the minute, they'll win 20 in a row in a minute.
Yeah.
And we all go, oh, I wish they'd lost more.
Yeah.
Because they've won the league again. But I think it'll be Liverpool, City, Arsenal, and I do think it'll be Chelsea. I think Chelsea are good.
Yeah, good side.
Stanley says, hello, how are you? We're good.
Yeah, fulfill your potential, FC.
And Jason says, do you think Chelsea can keep it up? I do.
Yeah.
Again, all this buying and the monthly payments and all this, it's too much to not perform enough to get top four. So similar to City, there's always another player. I actually think the depth at Chelsea's a lot better than City's now.
Yeah.
But their first 11 is nowhere near Liverpool's or management or anything like that.
No.
But I do think Chelsea can somewhat keep it up. Not to a win, because again, to win the league, you have to keep it up to a point where you win 90% of your matches.
Yeah.
Not even draw. Whereas, do I think Chelsea will just draw, win, draw, lose? Win, draw, win, lose?
Yeah.
That kind of level will get you top four easily. And I do think they've got that in them. Khaled said, do you think City players know they're already getting deducted points? I do think something in their head, we were saying earlier, I do think something in their head is telling them, not that they're getting deducted, but the fact that it might.
Yeah.
Their heads could be elsewhere. They could be like talking to their agents like, well, if it gets deducted, I want to move.
Yeah.
If they don't, I'll stay. There's all these things going on, that maybe is making some of their heads just not in it.
They definitely all look mentally dishevelled.
Mm-hmm.
I would think that would perform opposite though. Like if they know that they're potentially getting these points deducted, wouldn't that make you just want to get more points just to back it up so you don't go down?
I don't know. I think they probably think they want to, but in the back of their head they're going, "Am I even here next year?"
Yeah.
So it's very tough. Callum says, "I think Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, Brighton, or Chelsea. Interesting for the top four spots." Yeah, Brighton I do like, but I don't know. Tottenham are so confusing. Yeah. I mean, that's as happy as I'll ever be for a Tottenham win, and I wasn't that happy.
I would have been over the moon if Solid scored.
I was belly laughing at it.
Yeah.
But the fact that they couldn't just do this last year, or even just have Son score that one goal, we were on the league.
Easy goal as well.
But instead this year they're like, we're just going to be top level.
Yeah.
So I'll never forgive them. So Premier League predictions now for this week.
Let's go.
Good question from Callum. Man United top four.
Ooh.
No.
Nah, not yet.
Almiron's a good manager. I don't think they showed any signs of any change this week other than formation.
Yeah.
It was very shoehorned trying to get, Mazraoui was playing like left centre back, and if they have Maguire fit, he's a perfect fit for centre of a three. Martinez and Delay either side is ideal.
Yeah.
Once he gets all those fixtures back and he has 6-7 weeks of teaching them the rotations and
that's what they need.
The triangles.
It's the players, not the manager.
Once he has all that, I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
But it's going to take weeks. It's going to take a lot. And again, they're against Arsenal on Wednesday. So, again, I'd rather have been playing Ten Hag.
Yeah.
But here we are. The Premier League Prediction League is the next thing we'll do.
Let's do it.
I can tell you, last week, I've got so much stuff in it. Simon got 5. Okay. You got 4. I got 3. So it's the first time Simon's won in a while.
I've pulled back slightly.
But he was also very ahead.
Yeah.
So in this fixtures now,
yep.
You're on 50 points.
Okay.
I'm on 52.
Nice.
Simon's on 57.
Woo!
So it's all within 7 points.
I think
it's like the real league.
I took some risks last week as well, so I think it's kind of paid off slightly.
For sure. Keith says, can you answer my question? Keith, can you put it back in?
Yeah, what was it?
I haven't seen it. Khaled says, does the contract situation with Salah, Virgil and Trent have an effect on it? I think it could. I mean, imagine this was Arsenal and we had Saka, Odegaard and Saliba complaining about their contracts.
Yeah.
There's no way that doesn't affect you. So I'm hoping 115 points for City and those contracts are going to make them all start getting a little bit dicey.
Yeah.
Boss man, massive statement last night. I appreciate that. Yeah. And Keith, I don't know what the question was.
Yeah, Keith, let us know what that question was.
And I swear, Keith, if this ends up coming through and it's offensive and I can't read it out, I'll be frustrated. If it's not, I apologise that I even had a little threat in there.
think City players have got used to their protected status in the league, and this rocked them. Yes.
Definitely agree.
It's kind of like if you're like the boss's favourite employee at work, and then one day your boss is really off with you, so it really throws off your work game.
Do you think Saints already down or sack Martin would help? Do you know what with Saints, having watched that? This is from Keith, by the way.
Yeah.
I think Saints are definitely getting relegated.
Yeah.
But
They're not bad.
They're not bad. And, I mean, this isn't a Sheffield United Burnley last year situation.
It feels like all the teams that came up are decent.
Yeah, I think these three teams could pull a lot of very good teams that don't go down into it. Yeah. And I'm looking at Palace, Everton. I really like Wolves, but Wolves could easily be brought into West Ham. There's a couple teams that I think that in the last few seasons have got safe because of how poor the teams coming up have been. Yeah. I think the teams that have come up have been good enough that they could cause some issues. Yeah. The mistakes are the problem, but the thing is, if you take away the mistakes, you take away the style of football. Again, I think Arsenal have learned this. Arsenal go long more than any team in the world. In the Premier League, we go long. We are the most Bolton team in the whole league,
which is wild.
But people would think we play out from the back. We do, but 20% of the time we do. Yeah, because that's the point of it. Is people shouldn't know what you're doing.
You're guessing. You know?
The idea that people just do a high press against Southampton. Yeah. And you stand on their man, and their goalie goes, "I can't go long. I'm going to have to throw it at your feet. I know you're under pressure by 3 players." Yeah, yeah. It doesn't make sense.
You can't just stick to the game
plan. You have to just go long, yeah.
Yeah, you got to work what's in front of you.
Yeah, I really do believe. I think some of these, he does refuse to change his style, but some of the best managers are like that.
You got to be stubborn, but you also know when to shift it.
The thing I say about Southampton, they lost 1-0 at Man City. They lost 3-2 at home to Liverpool. Yeah. They lost 2-1 away at Arsenal. That's 3 very hard games they've played, or the hardest games they could play. Yeah. And they've lost them by a goal margin that they've been in all of the games. I thought they were really good against Arsenal. I thought they were really good against Liverpool. Yeah. So they are a very good team. I think if you sack him and you go get Deitch from Everton or so, that's really what's going to happen. Yeah. I don't think it's a benefit. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think your benefit is to stick with a world-class manager. Because he is good enough. And if the worst case happens and you do get relegated, he'll get you straight back up. Yeah. So I think you have to look kind of long-term. Graham Potter's being talked about as the Leicester manager. I think that's really good. Yeah. Keith, Keith says it's painful to watch Southampton in a minute. Would you say it's more painful than, like I said, if you were going long and you put the big lad up top that did the look-away pass this week, he was unbelievable. Yeah. Would you rather that? It's very interesting. Weirdly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge this into the first game of the week because Friday night football this week is Brighton versus Saints.
South Coast, let's go.
Southampton. Simon has gone Brighton. Ooh. Keith, I've just put over your manager. I'm going to go Brighton as well. Oh. I think they're very good, but this isn't the game for them.
Do you know what?
Brighton press very high.
I'm going to go draw.
Okay.
Because I've got some points to play for it, so I'm gonna go gut and heart at the same time.
I mean, we're already at 55 minutes, so we're gonna bang through these. And this week, guys, we don't have 10 games; we have 12. Ooh. Because next week on the Tuesday there's 2 games. They're not the best games, but then the Wednesday has got more games. So next Wednesday we'll be predicting all of the Wednesday fixtures, the Thursday fixtures, the weekend fixtures. Wow! So
might be a whole episode of prediction league.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. So there is a couple of weeks where we do like 20 games, and it is mad, but. We've got Wolves versus Bournemouth.
Tasty.
Sorry if Jason says 2-1 to Brighton. Good
fair.
Guess.
That's fair.
Bournemouth are really good. They've obviously had a couple blips. I'm going to go with Wolves. I think they're in such good form. I think Cunha is in good form. If you're looking for fantasy football, that's the player I'd say bring in.
Momentum-wise, it would tell me that Wolves should win this because Bournemouth, they were good, but there's cracks. Wolves starting to get going again. But you know what? I'm going to go Bournemouth. Okay. I don't like going against Wolves because I like Wolves a lot. But
the next game, from Callum, Liverpool City. Well, we're getting to that. We're about 3 games away.
We're nearly there.
We've got Palace Newcastle next. Do you want to go first? Simon's gone Palace.
I'm going to keep it straightforward. Newcastle.
Okay. I'm going to go actually with a draw.
Okay, fair. There's points to be got here.
Apologies. Palace obviously coming off a decent performance but a draw. Yeah. Newcastle awful against West Ham. Forest versus Ipswich. Simon's gone Forest. Okay. I'm going to go draw. Ipswich are the kings of a draw,
Yeah.
and I think this would do it.
That could save them. They do grind out some good draws in the Premiership. I'm going to go Forest. I think their performance against us is kind of like its own thing because of how good we were. I think Forest is still decent. I think Forest beat Ipswich.
Okay. Brentford, Leicester. Simon's gone draw. This is Leicester that will be without a manager, I think. I don't think they'll have a manager by then. I'm going to go Brentford. Brentford at home, I like that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Newins,
Yes,
who's the groundsman there.
he is.
Our friend that we grew up with.
I'm going to go Brentford. Give me Brentford. I'll take Brentford.
I forgot what your name was. West Ham versus Arsenal. Now we're talking.
Let's go.
So this time last year, we did have the huge 6-0 win there.
Yep.
Which I don't think is going to happen again.
We're not in the same place quite yet.
West Ham have been... Their Super 11 are awful.
Yeah.
But last week they were good against Newcastle.
Yeah.
It really depends what team turns up. And I think with Arsenal, it really depends on the first 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
If they score in the first 10, 15 minutes, it's going to be a lot of wayward passes and a lot of shrugging shoulders and
It's going to get weird.
panic. I think if we get an early goal, I think we could
Comfortable.
get comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
gonna-
going to Sporting game all over again.
Simon we all go Arsenal
Always.
every week.
Give
so
me Arsenal.
whether we think it or not. The next one is Chelsea Villa. This is a really good game because
Good.
Villa are winless in the last 6 in all competitions, which is scary.
Wild. There's too many games.
And they have Juventus tonight,
They've got a lot going on.
and then they've got Chelsea. This is the thing that we said about Villa at the start of the season. This is where we'd start to... We thought they might fall off a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Is the fixtures start piling up, and all of a sudden you don't win a game you should win.
Yeah.
Then you like City are in a minute. Last week should have beaten Spurs really. In the week should just have a comfortable home game in the Champions League. All of a sudden you put pressure on a giant game with Liverpool that you didn't know you could win anyway.
Yeah.
But now you have to win it. So I think Villa are starting to deal with that now, where it's like, oh, we have to beat. They don't have to beat Venice. They've done very well in the Champions League.
Yeah.
But they need to beat Chelsea or at least get a point. Smells a draw from Jason. Callum also 2-2. Villa are in a rut from Khaled.
What is this one on TV? Just judging by how many games are there.
Yeah, this is the Sunday early game.
Sunday early game. And Arsenal West Ham is the Saturday night.
Yeah. West Ham Arsenal's 5:30.
Nice.
I don't know what game is on TV out of these three.
I would have
So,
thought.
that's the 4.
It'd be Chelsea Villa for sure.
Could be Man United Everton. Spurs Fulham. Spurs Fulham's a good game.
Yeah.
So Chelsea Villa, I'm going to go draw.
Okay. I'm going to go... Why not give me Villa?
Okay.
I'll take Villa.
You don't have to. The next one is
down for it.
Spurs versus Fulham. Simon's going to draw. I'm going to go Spurs.
Okay.
I think they found a little bit of form. But they are... The scheduling is awful this week. Yeah, it's weird. And the thing is, they've also added like the midweek games. So like Arsenal Man United was a big game.
Yeah.
Weekend. They moved it to midweek. And it's now like 8 o'clock on a Wednesday. I've never seen Arsenal. Other than that one year we got them in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Arsenal Man United at Emirates at 8 o'clock. It's just weird.
That's 4 o'clock Sunday game all day.
Yeah, it's weird. Spurs Fulham.
Fulham.
Okay. Man United versus Everton. This is Almiron's first home game. Simon's gone home.
Okay.
I'm also going to go home.
Yeah. I'll do
I
the same.
think this is Deitch's last game for Everton.
Yeah, I'm going to go Man United again. Yeah, I think so.
They have to, he'll always keep them up.
Yeah.
But if you want to progress, and they are in a panic at the minute because this is the last season before they move. If they get relegated and the first season is in Championship, it is. But again, you could sack a manager and make this worse because the only thing you can guarantee is Deitch will have them.
It will keep you up.
Smith Rowe hat-trick against Spurs, that'd be great.
Fantastic.
Well, I mean, it's Hale End FC, so I'm happy for all of it.
Yeah.
Liverpool City. Simon's gone City. I said earlier, I'm sticking with it. I think this is a Liverpool rout. I don't think this is the game. I think, if anything, this is the best game for Liverpool.
Yeah.
I think the worst case scenario would be away to Brentford right now.
Yeah, timing-wise, this is ideal.
Yeah, what do you think?
I'm going to go draw.
I think
Why
that's
not?
the best result for us.
Yeah.
I know that's not a loss, but I think a draw and us winning would put us within 7 points of Liverpool and above City
Yeah, that's fine. We'll take that.
by a point.
We'll take that,
Yeah,
won't
so I'll take that.
We'll take that.
The next two games are next Tuesday. It is Ipswich Palace and
Nice.
Leicester West Ham. Simon's gone draw in both. Ipswich versus Palace. I'm actually going to go to Ipswich win there.
You know what? I'm going to agree with you. I think Ipswich can get a win there.
Leicester, West Ham. Someone's going to draw.
West Ham.
That might be a new manager by then.
Leicester. Put me down for Leicester. I'll take Leicester.
I'm going to go West Ham after that result.
Woo. I tell you what,
against Newcastle.
Judging by these predictions, there is some points to get this week. Yeah. We're all over the place.
Callum says 4-0 Liverpool. Yeah, I actually agree. I
hope so.
I've got a feeling that situationally and tactically and all that, and I don't know, it feels like I said, if this was Liverpool away at Brentford, I don't know what I would go. But for whatever reason, Liverpool at home to City feels like the easiest fixture for them right now.
I tell you what, this is the first of title rivals game, like City Liverpool, that I'm going to watch, and I think any result I'm quite happy with. I'm quite happy for
City's huge downfall.
I'm happy for City to go away. I'm happy for City to win, just to give us, the league comes back into play.
As long as we win, we don't lose any ground.
Or a draw's just safe. Like, it's fine either way. I'm good.
Big P, obviously a West Ham fan. What do you think of the game? Saturday will go. We looked all right Monday, however, you look really good. We were saying earlier, I think it really depends on that first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
If West Ham are at it and every touch we have is met by a touch from a player, there could be an issue with us getting out of third gear.
Yeah.
I do think West Ham have actually looked really poor this year, but I thought they were really good against Newcastle.
Are they the new potential FC?
Maybe.
Chelsea have moved up a level.
It's tough.
They found their potential.
I really don't know, but again, we beat you, I think it was 6-0 last year.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be that in any way, but I don't know. Could be a cagey 1-0 either way.
Yeah, could.
Could easily.
Quite easily, yeah.
But again, we desperately need to win just to try and stay in this title race in some capacity. But I think every week now is going to be nervy.
Yeah.
Because we can't afford to drop any points in games that we shouldn't drop points. But I think there's not one game right now you could say that I would feel 100% confident.
Yeah.
And hello to Italy.
Italy?
Hey, hello, Italy.
Hello.
Big P says, yeah, I agree. I hope we can play how we did at yours last year. Yeah, where you won 2-0. And that was a weird game as well because you just sprung us on the counter.
Yeah.
Like that West Ham game at home was a really weird one because for 60 minutes, I thought it might have been the best I've ever seen Arsenal play.
Yeah.
But we just couldn't score. And I think the difference is now, if West Ham's plan, and Lopetegui's a little bit like this, is to sit back and let us come on to you.
Yeah.
That worked really well last couple of years. Now with the addition of Havertz and Moreno and all these, and how good our set pieces are, you don't want to sit too deep with Arsenal now because we will just cross it and we will just get set pieces.
You don't invite us in because we'll come in.
Yeah, whereas before we couldn't figure out, like, if someone got a low block, we were like, I don't know.
Yeah.
We can't get in. We just try little passes and then they'd spring a counter. So it's going to be an interesting one. Inter first in Champions League. Yes. And a good win against us.
I like seeing Inter back on it. You know? Feels
Just
good.
Callum, good question. Liverpool versus Real Madrid tonight. Who wins? All right. So on the last note of this pod, who wins between Liverpool and Madrid? I think Liverpool. I don't think Madrid are actually that good.
Yeah, I think Liverpool.
If it was at Madrid, I think Madrid win. I think if it's at Anfield, I think Liverpool win.
Yeah, big win. Big win.
Big win for Liverpool tonight. But that's been the episode. We've got 12 games to look forward to before next week's episode. We'll have another 18 games to predict next week.
I tell you what, I'm home alone with the dogs this weekend, so I've got...
Enjoy some football.
On a Saturday, I watch only football. For a whole weekend, I'm going to be watching football.
And for our American listeners, enjoy Thanksgiving tomorrow. I know I will be when I sit down to watch Dallas Cowboys versus the Giants, which isn't an ideal game for anyone.
No.
But here we are. The next 13 games from Big P are in London. Yeah, other than Lisbon, we don't leave London in December.
Yay!
Which is mad. So
we're coming home for Christmas.
We travelled, I think it was like 900 miles in the first 2 months of the league. And then in this next 6 weeks, I think we travel 173 miles or something. And that's including Lisbon. So it's very small. But that's what we needed. That's why I said it kind of shows you how mad the fixture list has been.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, in the TikTok.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys, who are listening on iTunes and Spotify. Please check us out on Whatnot. We're Peppercorn Sports Cards. We're every single Tuesday night, 8:30 live if you want to buy some cards.
Look at these.
This podcast goes up every single Wednesday in the morning, just after the TikTok, which is live on Gunners Rust Pod at 10 a.m. GMT. That's a lot of things I've just said. But thank you so much. Thank you, Big P. Please tune in more. We put 2 videos up on the TikTok. But get interactive and that. We usually get back to everyone. So, but we'll be live next week if you want to chat some football. And we'll see how the West Ham goes. So good luck to you. Let's see what happens.
Let's go.
We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.